You lost a total of 143 pounds.
Yeah.
So almost half of you. You're sitting at 134. Like you're there.
Hi, I'm Julie, and I lost 143 pounds in a year.
Welcome. How are you feeling?
I feel good.
Good.
I feel good. I'm excited my journey, and I'm excited about my next chapter and see like what my next challenge will be. And so yeah, I'm just like, I was saying to somebody the other day, I was like, I just was driving one day and I said, oh my God, I'm happy. Like, I can't believe I got to, and I was like listening to some music in the car and I was like, I am actually happy today. Like, it was like such a moment. So it was like, good. Yeah, I'm excited and happy.
That's, I think that's like the best words you could ever speak to yourself and just acknowledge, like,
Yeah,
I'm actually freaking happy.
Yeah.
Because I think that's so hard. I think that's the hardest thing to be. Let's go back to, let's start at the beginning. Well, who was Julie back then?
but over a year ago,
Yeah.
I had just got divorced, moved in with my parents to take care of them. And then my mom ended up getting a stroke, and I had to take care of my mom. And then my mom was younger than my dad, and I was wondering, like, how did my mom deteriorate so quickly compared to my dad? And the difference is my dad works out all the time. He plays tennis every day. He golfs all the time. He even walks the golf course. Like he works out. And I looked at myself and I'm like, I'm not happy. And I'm a single mom and I need to do something, not only for my daughter to be there for her for the rest of her life, but I need to do something for myself because I have let myself go for too long. And when I looked at the comparison between my parents, I was like, I need to get physically fit. Like I need to get back to my healthy self. And as I was thinking this, it's almost like fate. You started popping up in my feed on Insta. And
The algorithms work.
I was like, this is like the worst time ever to start something. But I'm just going to do it. Why not? Like, so I messaged you, we talked, and I was like, okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
Because I'm at my worst, so I might as well start somewhere. And so that's kind of like how it started. It was all fate.
It's definitely fate. And there's a higher power that it's delivering you the signs.
Yeah.
All throughout life. And then it's whether you choose to listen or not, placing you there in that moment with your parents, watching them deteriorate. Yeah. You being, how much did you weigh then?
I was 277.
277 pounds. And you're seeing your fit dad and your not so fit mom. And it's like, here's your life, Julie, on a silver platter. Like how many more signs? Can I ask you something? Because like your dad is Italian.
Yes.
Okay. Dads are like, my dad looked at me one day and he's like, you're so lazy. You didn't even finish university. I literally signed up for university the next day. Like dads are just like, tell it like it is.
Yeah.
They don't beat around the bush. And especially was your dad on your back at all?
My mom was. My mom was always on my back about my weight. But I just never listened.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm too busy. I don't have the time. I'm not mentally there. I don't think I'll ever be there.
Yeah.
I didn't have the right tools to be successful at it. And so,
how did you get there in the first place?
I think it was my marriage, to be honest.
Yeah.
I had a very mentally abusive relationship.
Yeah.
And so it got me to that place. And I just internalized a lot of things. And I was always not told that I was worth it.
Yeah.
And being Italian, I always thought like I have to do everything for everybody.
Yeah.
I'm always like all about everybody
You're the daughter.
else.
You're the wife. You're the mother.
Yeah. And so I did everything for everybody else and nothing. And I just let myself just live. And that's pretty much all I did. So, yeah. So, and then things changed.
And then we
so
met.
then I had to, and then we met. Yeah. And then
Things changed. Go
yeah,
on.
so things changed. And I realized I had to do something for myself because my life is just turned upside down.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, my old self that I thought it was going to be isn't going to be that anymore. So what is it going to look like? I have a blank slate. I got to start somewhere. And then that's kind of like how it all started.
And you have a daughter. She's how old?
14 going on 25.
Yeah, literally. I've got 10 going on 20. That's a really, probably a traumatic stage, those 4 to 5 years of like leaving the marriage, moving in with your parents, completely changing her life for the better.
Yep.
Absolutely. For the better. Lots of, but how has she been and how is she? And like seeing you go on this massive journey.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's it done for her?
The first day that I had to do 10,000 steps, I was like, how am I going to do the 10,000 steps? But she was like, Mom, I'm going to come with you. Aww. And I'm like, okay, let's go. So we ended up going and I'm going to tell you 5 minutes into the walk, I was like, I can't do this. How am I going to do it? This is 5 minutes. I don't even know how I'm going to do 10,000
I don't know how you didn't talk your way through it because I know. You're really good at that.
Yeah, And so my daughter, she was like, Mom, you could do this. You're going to quit? You can't just quit. I'm like, I'm not going to quit. I'm going to do this. I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I'm going to do it.
Good for her.
And so she was like helping me through like every 5 minutes. I'm like, I just need a minute. And so I'd stop for a bit and I just keep on going. And then I realized I should break this up, Yeah. And so she was just like, she was there in the beginning helping me through.
Good for her.
And then now she's always asking me questions about food. She was like, what do you think of this? Like, should I be having this? Like, do you think this is part of like what you could have? Like, how about restaurants? Do you think we can go to this restaurant? Because like, I want to make sure that we can all go together because we used to go to restaurants all the time, like, experience like meals and stuff. But it's different. It's just a different way of looking at things now. It's not like how we used to, you know? So, which is fine because I'm okay with that. And so she's like making better choices for herself now, like for eating wise, and especially being a teenager is so important. So yeah, she's very, I feel like she's proud of me too. Yeah. So, which is good. Yeah.
She's most definitely proud because to see your mother, like you're like a phoenix rising. You brought yourself out of the dark into the light and now you're really bright. Like you were bright before and now you're like, you were always a character. You always had such a bright outlook on, we've interviewed you a few times, right? Yeah. And Holly sees you on the regular at the store and it's like 8 a.m. She is ready to go.
Yeah.
So.
And now my daughter comes with us too. So she wants to do it too. So yeah, she's very into the program as well.
That's it. And she's an athlete. She's a dancer or
she
gymnast?
Does competitive dance.
Competitive dance. Yeah.
So
I feel like this is even, would you say it's the knowledge that you even needed to support her?
Yes. Absolutely.
Right? Like having this understanding now.
Yeah. And I'm giving her the tools that I was never taught growing up at my age, knowing what I'm supposed to, what my next chapter is for my, for where I am with my age too. Like, absolutely. So it's a lot of information and she's just gaining all this information that I never had at a young age, which will help her.
Absolutely.
So it's really good.
Especially, we know that life doesn't end at 14 and 15. And it's like you go through as a woman, as a girl, we know that there's so many different phases of life. And that comes with, we got to know how to eat.
Yeah.
And if we don't, that could be the thing that just causes us chaos and loss of control, which is what happened to you.
Yeah.
You got into some pretty difficult situations and you lost control of yourself. And just thank God you were able to reverse it, which is insane. So talk to me about during the program, you were a consistent loser. 10 pounds a month, every month, for a total of, you lost a total of 143 pounds.
Yeah.
So almost half of you.
Yeah.
You're sitting at 134, which is literally 8 pounds heavier than me. Okay. Like you're there. How did you stay the course at that consistent pace throughout? What was it that, had you organized and your routine? Like, what was it about? Because each and every month you were consistent in your weight loss, which tells us that she was very consistent in her approach.
Yes.
Right?
It was I kept it very simple.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because I'm so busy. I had to keep it very simple. I dedicated certain days for certain meal preps. So veggies was Fridays.
Oh, wow.
So breakfast was Sundays.
Yeah.
And I just cooked for those 7 days. Meat was on a Wednesday. So I didn't do all my meal prep all in one day because it's too much.
Yeah.
So like certain days, that's when I was doing it. And most of my veggies are always steamed or blanched. And then I do 5 different veggies for the week. And then when I'm ready to cook them, I can either roast them or, fry them, saute them, whatever. But at least they're ready.
Yes.
So it cuts down time. My walking. So I do them at lunchtime, and then I'll top it up at
lunch, at home.
At home.
Yes, because you work from home.
Yes.
Self-employed, single mom, taking care of her elderly parents and herself. Very competitive daughter.
Yes.
In high level sport, in dance, competitive dance. And so you were organized.
Organization
and simple.
Was
simple.
The most important
Walk
thing.
on my lunch.
Yeah.
Leave my desk.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Because I could sit on my desk
all day.
12 hours.
Yeah.
22-hour days at one point. So yeah, I needed to step away from that desk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, I just kept it really as simple as possible. And that's kind of how I was able to do, and simple meal preps, the recipes had to be as quick and simple as possible.
What were your favorite recipes? What's your go-tos?
So for breakfast is the lemon muffins.
Really?
I don't use raspberries. I use strawberries.
Yeah.
I don't like raspberries.
So you like the strawberry egg white muffin? Yeah.
And then the pumpkin pancakes, but I make them into cupcakes and I put my oatmeal in it. So
Very nice.
That's kind of like my breakfast.
Yeah.
And then my lunch is I make a broccoli soup. And then so I just 1 cup is 8 servings. So it's good to go. And then I do fish for lunch. Usually it's cod. It's really easy. And and then my rice. It's either rice or quinoa or rice cakes for lunch. And then for dinner, it's always a chicken and a steamed vegetable and a salad on the side with avocado. And the apple cider vinegar dressing that you have, which is amazing. And that's pretty much it. Snacks would be, I do my Nutrilixer with coffee, but I put protein in it. And then I just froth it up really good and good to go. Yeah. So that's kind of but snacks, I'm not a real snack person.
Yeah.
So my snack would be the Nutrilixer.
The Nutrilixer and the protein shake. Yeah. So do you drink it hot or cold?
Hot.
What's your favorite protein?
It's the Garden for Life.
Yes.
That one. Yeah. And I have a chocolate one. I have the vanilla.
And that's good hot?
Yes.
It is. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I think I have that at home.
And I also do that with the matcha. I put the vanilla protein in it.
Matcha elixir.
Matcha elixir. Vanilla protein in it. And then at nighttime, that's kind of
hot water.
Yeah.
So let's summarize. You started at 277. She lost 143 pounds. You're at 134 today. Yep. And all you. Do people ever ask you, did you use Ozempic? Did you?
Yeah, like
Because we've had calls about you, like, I saw this coworker, I fell off my chair when I saw her. And I'm like, yeah, I know, because it's such a dramatic change, and people are not going to believe what you looked like before. I don't even believe that was you. Like, I just don't. I look at that and I'm like, it's not even you.
I know it's hard to see.
It's hard to
see. It's hard to see the comparison. Like back then, I didn't really take pictures of myself.
No.
But when I see it, I'm like, I don't know how I got there, but I got there.
Yep.
And so that's my past, and I'm moving forward.
It's your journey.
But yeah.
What does it look like now? Like, how we're really strong on, okay, lost the weight, now what?
Yeah.
So what, in your own words, how do you view lifestyle and the future? And like, what's your next goal? Because you talked about, well, this is just my, now journey, and I'm here now. And my next goal is, what's your future look like? Yeah.
Maintenance is going to be my, so I need to understand what maintenance looks like.
Yes.
That's my next, to learn that. I've started doing weight training with a personal trainer.
Good job.
So we do 2 sessions a week for 30 minutes because I can't do more than 30 minutes. Yeah. But that's good. But then I also I work out on my own as well.
Yes.
I have weights and things at my house.
Good.
So weight training is next. And then after that, I don't know. I just want to, I think maintenance and weight training is where I need to focus on as my next. And then who knows what can happen after that? I don't know.
And would you say, are you going to take the brakes off? Or are you going to?
No.
Good
I'm not
answer.
I would never do that. I can't. You know what I mean? I've gone, and this is my life.
This is your life. This is your life. Now, forever, this is your life, and it will never leave. This is always going to be a part of your life.
Yeah. It's embedded in my DNA now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I can't, I don't, a lot of people, when I go out to restaurants and they're just just order whatever. And I'm like, no, I'm okay. Don't worry about me.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm fine.
Don't focus on me.
Yeah.
Just focus on you. You want whatever you want. Let me have what I'm going to have. Mm-hmm. And that's makes me happy.
I'm really happy.
Yeah. Don't worry. I'm not missing anything.
I'm not deprived.
I'm okay. A steak and steamed vegetables is good.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I don't have that all the time though.
No.
But yeah.
Well, congratulations. We're so happy. I'm so happy you chose me. I'm glad that God, the universe, chose me to be your guide and to get you to where you are today. You saved your own life.
I did. Yes.
You literally did. And so we're so happy and proud of you all at the same time.
You.
So
I'm so happy I met you.
Me too.
You started me off on my journey and gave me the inspiration just to be able to do this, because I never thought I could ever get to where I am today. Never. I never thought that I'd be here.
And be this woman shopping at Aloe.
I know.
Buying these outfits. Who are you? You're a new person, and it's amazing.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're
welcome.
I love you.
I love you too.
Thank you.
Congrats.